Okay, so made it to Vicksburg, which is my next port of call, a little bit early, around 3 or 4. I don't like to show up to a Cracker Barrel parking lot before about 5 or 6 when it starts to get dark out. So across the street, there's a totally deserted parking lot. So I just crawled into the back and doing some reading and just kind of waiting out a little bit to head over across the street, go to bed. Okay, so Wednesday, January 3rd, about 8:30 in the morning. I stayed at a Cracker Barrel last night. Man, it is cold. The last few nights, last night, as best I could tell, that's a new record for me. It got down to 27 degrees. Luckily, I had the electric blanket to help out. I turned that on about 2 or 3 in the morning, and that got me all the way through to the sunup. Busy day today, heading to Vicksburg National Park. It's a Civil War battle site. And then working my way down the Mississippi River on the Mississippi side to see a couple other of historical points of interest before I get to Natchez along the Mississippi, about a couple hours south from here. So I finished at Vicksburg National Memorial Park and just driving through the back roads here in west central Mississippi. And really amazing stuff like behind me. You see all these signs everywhere, just pointing out different historical sites or different things that happened during the Civil War in this area. And it's a beautiful day, just having a really nice drive. It's totally quiet, this area, so really good stuff. Okay, so end of day on Thursday, January 4th. It wasn't my day today, really, just not much went right. I was planning on going to take a tour of a historic mansion in Natchez, Mississippi, but I bought a ticket and everything, and then I got there and it said they were closed due to COVID, so I got to get my money back somehow. Then I'm trying to close on a rental property back in Indiana, so that's supposed to be happening tomorrow. So a lot of last minute paperwork stuff came up, so I found myself just chasing around UPS stores and trying to get internet service all day long. But made it all the way to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and I'm at a Cracker Barrel for the night. And even when things don't go my way, the days all in all are still pretty enjoyable. So all's well that ends well, and I'm out for the night. All right, so it's Friday, February 5th, about 8:30 a.m. Just had a little breakfast. I'm in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at the moment. I'm driving up about a half hour to Laurel, Mississippi. There's a show on HGTV called Hometown that Marissa and I watch a lot, and it's filmed in Laurel. So since I'm in the area, I figured I'd go in and check that city out, or the town out, for a day. It's really nice. They make it look really nice on TV anyway. So gonna do that for the day. So hopefully get some video footage up there. All right, so it's about 4 p.m. and made it all the way down to DeSoto National Forest from spending the morning in Laurel, Mississippi, which was really nice. The weather was gorgeous there, and finally the wet weather and colder temperatures rolled in, so I made a break for it. About an hour and a half drive and got here. First campsite I tried was a recommended campsite on Overlander, and just didn't feel good about it. It was by the river, but there was a lot of trash and just felt kind of unsafe right by the main road. So tried the second one. This one's great. It's a trail landing, and it's got tons of fire rings, and feels really nice and quiet. I'm the only one here as far as I can tell. And anyway, I'm just passing the night here, working on some video editing and listening to the sound of the raindrops. And then tomorrow it's on to New Orleans in the morning. Okay, it's 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, January 6th. Just had a really nice sleep at a primitive campground in DeSoto National Forest, and now making my way to a city that I've always wanted to go to and never had the chance, and finally today is the day. Heading to a state I've never been to and a city I've never been to, and that is New Orleans, Louisiana. I've always wanted to go there, ideally Ideally, it'd be a different time. Well, COVID's gonna change the way I can see the city, but hopefully this won't be the only time I'll be able to go there. So battle plan is today gonna try to see some of the stuff on the perimeter of the city, and then spend all day Sunday kind of doing some walking tours and stuff in the downtown area. So looking forward to it. Got about a 90-minute drive. All right, it's Super Bowl Sunday, February 7th. I'm just about a half hour outside of New Orleans. I stayed last night, and I will again tonight, at a free Army Corps of Engineers campsite. And I'm just heading in today to the actual city proper. Gonna grab some gas on the way in. This morning, I'm doing a driving self-guided audio tour of the Hurricane Katrina ordeal, and where that all happened, and what neighborhoods were affected, and how the city has tried to work through all those issues. And then in the afternoon, taking a walking tour of the Garden District of New Orleans. And then I got some more stuff planned for tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get some video footage today to share with everybody. All right, so that's it for today in New Orleans, day one. Gonna go back in tomorrow at the same campsite about 30 minutes outside of the city center. Just making some wraps for dinner tonight. Today was really good. Did a walking tour of the Garden District in the afternoon, and the weather was beautiful and the scenery was amazing. It's really cool, unique town. I've never seen anything like this place. It's really cool. And then in the morning, I did a driving tour of the Katrina, the areas that were most affected by Katrina, which was really moving. So anyway, I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl tonight upstairs in the tent, and then tomorrow, I'm gonna do a walking tour of the French Quarter, and then off towards Houston.
In the 1960s, and we're moving into the hippie generation. And God bless the hippies, but they weren't known for having a lot of money. So they might go into one of these large establishments. That becomes the obvious place that people are going to go to for Mardi Gras because it's the most famous part of the city. And in a way, I'll be honest with you, we've done ourselves also to get them up above the miasma or bad air. The ground floor would have been used for dry goods storage. The family would have entered. But when people look across the street and they see things like these buildings all shuttered, they always ask me if they're abandoned, and the answer is no. Historically, what you're looking at is the back of the building.
It's afternoon on Monday, January 8th. Spent the morning in New Orleans doing a walking tour of the French district, and then this afternoon I made my way to Lafayette, Louisiana. Kind of a maintenance stop for the Xterra. A couple things going on. One, the other day when I was driving, don't know if it made it on the video or not, but just took a pebble to the windshield, so I've got an appointment tomorrow morning to get that taken care of. And then see if it shows on here, but I noticed the other day that the tent has slid about an inch over towards the passenger side. So there's a ratchet wrench that Roof Nest provides to tighten the bolts, so I'm working on untightening them and trying to slide it over to get it centered again. So that's basically it for today. There's a Cracker Barrel next door. We'll go sleep there tonight and keep pressing on west tomorrow morning. So it's Tuesday, February 9th. This morning I left Lafayette, Louisiana, and stopped and got my windshield repaired, no problem. It took me about 2 hours to get where I am, and that is Crystal Beach on the Bolivar Peninsula, which is near Galveston, Texas. So I crossed the border into Texas, and basically number one priority here is shower. So that's what I'm working on, is heating up some water, because it's been a long time, longer than I want to admit, since I've showered. So that's priority number one. There's free camping on this beach, so we're going to camp here tonight, and then tomorrow I'll head up to Houston. Alright, so you wouldn't really know what to look at me, but I did get a nice hot shower and feel much better. And I got the tent put up, and now just doing some reading and work on the computer. It's a really nice spot, and all I can hear outside is the sound of the waves, and it's a beautiful view whichever way you look. So that's it for this video. Made it all the way through Mississippi and Louisiana, and next week it'll be focused on my time in Texas. Hope you all are well. Take care.